Hi, I'm Tony Constantine, an investment advisor representative with Lifemark Securities Corp. I'm usually a pretty upbeat and optimistic kind of guy. Here lately, I'm a little dumbfounded because I find it very difficult to be upbeat and optimistic going forward. I don't understand the way some people think and what they do. Here's an example. We're about $30 trillion in debt at the present time. We've been through a period where we had the largest inflation numbers that we've had in probably 40 years. The Federal Reserve has raised interest rates from about 1.5% all the way up to 5 or so, and or 4.5, whatever. I haven't looked today. And at their last meeting in mid-December, the Federal Reserve decided that they're going to ease off on the rate increases. Notice I said ease off. They didn't say they're going to stop them, but they're going to ease off on the rate at which they're increasing interest rates and see what happens. Well, that was all well and fine, and people got optimistic and started pumping up the stock market, more, investing more money in it. And then on December 28th, the last day of the last Congress before the new term takes over, the midterm elections, Congress passed the Secure Act 2.0. Cute name. Refers to, the Secure Act, the last Secure Act that they passed. And it did have a couple things related to retirement. However, it was basically an appropriations bill that authorized the expenditure of another $1.5 trillion. So we've got the Federal Reserve trying to control inflation and the Congress adding upward inflationary pressure to the economy. Somehow that sounds like it's self-defeating. But then what do I know? I'm just an investment advisor representative. But I did come across some old information I had from about 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember what exactly year it was. But an economist was talking about the end of the current long-term credit cycle and the end of the current short-term credit cycle, and how they were both coming due at roughly the same time. And then somewhere around that time, somebody was making a prediction about where the market was going over the next 10 to 12 years. And the prediction was that there was going to be a 25% loss in the market over the next 10 to 12 years. So that kind of woke me up a little bit and made me start thinking about what we're doing with our investments and making some minor strategy changes, which seem to work. So far, so good. Now we're in this inflationary battle between Congress and the Federal Reserve. We just spent more money, another $1.5 trillion. And now, just this morning, I heard or read in an email that somebody is crying that we need to do something about raising the debt ceiling or the government's going to run out of money this summer. So there's going to be a big battle between the Republicans and Democrats in Congress about the debt ceiling and spending money, and it's going to be horrible. So what are we supposed to do? Well, I got a hold of a book on navigating big debt crises. So I'm going to be reading that. And I'm sure it's going to be dry. But I'm going to read that and see if I can't figure out a way that we can either protect ourselves a little better or how about even profit from a debt crisis if that's possible. I have no idea, but I will be reading that book. If you've got any questions or comments or need some help, my contact information will be on screen in a moment. You can email me or call me. Doesn't matter. Keep your eyes open for my next post. Until then, make every day a great day.